It's time for New Year's resolutions, Maple Leafs edition, Rosie. I've been waiting for
Ooh.
this for a couple days, but I got some couple things to get off my chest.
Ooh, does that mean I'm gonna go first, or do you wanna just let her fly?
You lead off, buddy. The Jays are looking for a leadoff hitter, so you go right ahead.
There's two things I'm looking for in the new year. It's consistency and health. I want these guys to get healthy. We've lost both goalies, and Matthews is nonstop, and guys keep falling, and it's been a problem before, as you mentioned last year in the playoffs, an absolute disaster that just kind of gets swept under the rug. Like, what the hell was that? These guys have trouble staying healthy. I want some health in the new year. I want guys to get healthy, stay healthy. I think that will translate to some consistency. But if they can get consistent with their play, and actually like show up on time all the time, not get scored on, 9 games in a row, get their power play click, and just find some consistency throughout 60 minutes. Doesn't mean you're going to win every single game, but when you're more consistent, you get comfortable with what it's supposed to look like. And when you need it deep in the playoffs, and when you're in that game and you're in that jam and you're looking to close out, whether it's to win the division or to whatever the case is, big games, it's easier to fall into your comfortable spot of being consistent if you're used to it. And we want to see that here coming down the stretch. That's what I'm looking for.
I got a bunch here. How much time do we have? Number one, score more. 3.11 per game, tied for 13th. You have four guys who make a lot of money. We know this conversation by now. You have superstars. You like the bottom six. You need to do something. You got to start scoring more goals. You agree with this?
Yeah, and I think that if the power play was clicking at any
Well, that's
kind of
number two. Hold. Number two, fix the fucking power play. Sorry for swearing. I know you hate that. 20.5%, 19 of 32. And you could add that together with the first point of scoring more when you have four guys who make a lot of money. Take the floor, Rosie.
Yeah, I think that the problem with, scoring more consistently and getting that goal that you need, I think that the power play would solve that problem. If you crunch the numbers or look over the past games that haven't gone their way, if they get that power play goal, the whole game's completely different. And it's getting a little bit crazy with how bad that power play is with their personnel.
Awful.
It should be something they absolutely hang their hat on. It should be something that they rely on, probably to a fault, where it's like, yeah, we can get away with playing like this because our power play is so nasty. We'll make up for it there. They don't have that. And I think that would solve a hell of a lot of problems. I don't really understand, how they haven't, what, when you watch it, it's like, it still feels like a bit of a circus. It still feels like they don't have a plan. It still feels like they're winging it and everyone's waiting to see what the one guy does so they can all read and react to it, instead of everyone at once going to a spot and having a system that they know works, whether it's, changing sides with it, or getting it to the top of the umbrella, or whatever their system is. When it comes to their breakouts, their entries, and their setup, it never seems to be consistently like they're trying to do the same stuff. It seems like they're freewheeling it, and it's blowing up in their face. And I can't believe there hasn't been some serious systematic changes to that power play, because whatever they've been doing for a while now has been terrible.
Opening up the thesaurus for the first edition of the year, befuddling is the word of the day for me, because you have that much star power. You can't even gain the zone. Dude, as a fan of hockey and my team is playing, I get excited when the opposition takes a penalty. I can't wait. I can't say I feel the same about the Leafs this year. When the opposition takes a penalty, I'm like, oh, there's a chance that they might get scored on shorthanded. Like, that's my feel when I watch the Leafs. They can't even get the zone. I'm so over it. I'm so fatigued with the conversation. But again, you better fix it. New Year's resolution, or you're going to lose. That's it.
Yeah, it needs to be fixed because, again, playoffs, you need that big goal. You need that one power play opportunity to get the lead, or to get back in the game, or to score the first goal. Whatever it is, it's a huge part of it. And things people don't really think about when you have a bad power play is it's a buzzkill, man. To get an opportunity to think, okay, finally, are we going to put it together? And then it's try, turnover, lost, no shots on net, break it out again. Second unit comes up, ticks down, 10 seconds left, over again. It's a buzzkill when you just can't get it over and over and over again. The other team gets a little shot of momentum, killing a penalty. They put the hammer down afterwards. It's just nothing about it is good having a stagnant power play. And it's more than what you would think of just not getting the extra goal. It hurts you in other ways too. And they need to rectify it big time.
What else do I have on this list? Like you, get Austin Matthews healthy. He's missed 14 games and counting. I have acquire a center, and then I also have don't be stupid. Patience is a virtue. And by that, I mean Mitch Marner, John Tavares, go put up 200 points. We're not having that conversation yet. Okay. I'm going to wait till after the season. I'm going to see how things play out in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and then we'll get back to you. That's what I mean by don't be stupid.
And I mean, if you're going to sign them, it's going to be at the ceiling of, especially with Mitch, right? It's going to be this big number. He's not really going to sign it either, I wouldn't think. So there's no point in doing it now. You wait. And I mean, if you get your doors blown off in the first round again, maybe you can get Mitch at a discount or something other.
Discount.
Maybe something else happens. Who knows? But why make the decision now when it only benefits the player? I mean, if you go and you win the bloody Stanley Cup, well, then, okay, pay him what you would have had to anyways. You're not going to be in risk of having to give him $15 million a year. You know what I mean? He's going to get what he's going to get. Why risk it and do it early? It doesn't benefit anyone but Mitch, and I'm more concerned about the Toronto Maple Leafs as a whole.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.